everybody and welcome on today's video. Today's video is a special one. I would like to dedicate it entirely to the master of succulents, the king of jades, Scott Winnard. This one is for you. So here we have a couple of jades. This is my little jade forest that I showed before. I don't know if I did any time on this one, but these are also jade cuttings from the same mother plant, and this is well from the same plant as well. And well, my idea was, because I have lots of small pots, to do something with them, maybe sell them just to get some cash to get bigger pots, because I'm gonna need bigger pots, and as you know, they are fairly expensive. But okay, that's not gonna work, I think. So I thought, well, maybe I could take these out of the pot, and this and this and this too, and then assemble them in one big forest. So therefore I need to cut some of these back, and what I'm going to do is have a look at the trunk thickness. So these trees are fairly well in balance. They need some trimming. They've been growing quite well. Outside, yes, outside. I keep my jades outside, except when it freezes. Then I bring them inside here in the garage so that they don't get any frost. For the rest, as long as it is above freezing, they seem to be very happy outside. They are soaking wet, they don't care. They're firm, they have small leaves, so I think they are doing really great. Well, snow in Belgium. That's not something that you see every day. So we are on the bonsai terrace. So this is my elm, yeah, and this is a planting of field maples on rocks, and these are oaks on rocks, and this is an oak, and this is my big Carpinus aleer. There's a linden somewhere here, and this is a birch tree trunk, and these are that's a clump style, yeah, Japanese maple, and a Japanese maple raft, another field maple fusion, elm group, boxwood with no leaves. It got eaten by these horrible little what are they called? I don't know. And this is the privet fusion, the boxwood, and the little laurel. I'm gonna spare you the other side, because there's nothing except one juniper. All the rest is, yeah, in the garage, because most of these trees are conifers, and yeah, they get all the weight, but this one I think could use some weight to get the pads down, so why not? There, right in the corner, there's another little juniper. Yep, might use this one for a tanuki. This is ivy somewhere. Yep. And then here are the big pots with all kinds of stuff that we probably can identify, but it's really no use. But that's a whole lot of snow for Belgium. A whole lot of snow. Look at that. This is the biggest. He's in the front, and the bark on these ones is starting to become a little grayish, and if you see, if you look at this one, you see it's also a little grayish, and this one is, yeah, well, a little younger, so it's, well, still more green. Now, if I want to put all these trees together in one group planting, which will give me 11 trees if I don't mistake, but no, these are just guidelines, you can do whatever you want. Well, I'd like, of course, to have the height of the trees according to the thickness of the base of the trunk. I think that's important to have a realistic composition. So these trees are quite okay, so I'm going to leave them as they are now. But if I have a look at this one, for example, it shouldn't be much higher than this one. It's almost the same. So I'm just going to prune this one back. As you see, it's becoming very top heavy, and then they start to be wobbly. What you don't have here, because, well, the trunks are thicker and well stable in the pot. So I have, for the first tree here, maybe I'll come closer with the camera. So for this first tree I have to pick well, a height, and I think that this is a tree that might very well be somewhere here in the planting, or maybe the other side of the planting, but anyway, not that high, and I'm not sure if I'm going to need these side branches, so I'm going to leave them, because if I need them, well, they're here. If I don't need them, well, I'll get them off. But this is, in my opinion, the maximum height for this tree. So I'm going to reduce the tops and also reduce the big old leaves, like this one. You see there is a shoot coming off, so this leaf is no longer useful. And that's something that you see a whole lot in jades. So it's always good to get rid of that thick old leaf, because that's what will make your tree look like a tree. So I think this might be a nice top, and then I'll reduce this one, and that's all that I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the lowest ones. I have this little tree here which could use some separation here, and also it's quite thin, so it's a tree to put in the back, so I'm going to reduce the top of that and also the top here, and then have a look if I don't have any of these big leaves that I can reduce, or ugly leaves like this one. So it's not nice, it's better to get rid of that. Yeah, might even come a little more back on this, and I'll reduce the top here. So this leaves me with that, which is okay. I could choose a new top. I have the choice, I can choose that one or that one, but since I don't know where I'm going to plant it in that forest, well, I keep my options. So same here. Will I keep this? Probably not. Probably not. These leaves I don't need, and I'm going to reduce the tops not too low, and that's it. Jades, yeah. Okay, so now for this one, well, again, since I don't know where I'm gonna put it, I'll probably just get rid of some older leaves and then reduce the top to here, and I think that's gonna be okay. Maybe reduce this one also, well, like that, and that looks nice. So these trees could go as solitary trees, but yeah. And now comes the big one. Okay, so this one is doing very nice, I think. I've watched some of Nigel's videos about scorching these trunks to make a nice bark, and I don't know, I'm a little bit afraid, but I must say I have some wounds here, and they look good. So I'm wondering if I could use a piece of sandpaper, coarse sandpaper, to do that. So I'm gonna try a little portion. So I have a piece of coarse sandpaper here that I'm going to put around a old broomstick, and I'm going to try to file some of this bark away and expose the cambium layer, because I don't want to have grooves or something. I just want to get rid of the rings that you see. So I'm going to remove some of these rings partially. Maybe try a little piece in the back, because I have some wounds there. And I wonder if this heals over, will these rings be as visible as they were before? So that's the whole idea. Yeah, well, I don't know. We will see. Okay, so that's experiment number 1. And now just the trimming, you know. I'm going to speed this up and reduce everything a little bit, try to create some more bifurcations and well, to enhance the ramification and the taper. So I'm going to speed this up, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. So I'm done with the pruning now. I removed things growing inwards. I removed the top tips of the tree and did not touch a whole lot of the lowest branches. But yeah, I think that's all that needs to come off at this moment. Well, that's a whole lot. That's from all the trees together, so, well, that's quite a lot of foliage. And no, I'm not gonna take cuttings of these. Yeah, so, well, with this in addition, and maybe this, that could give you an idea of how this forest could look, but it's not going to be this way. It will probably be something more evenly distributed, and I think that I am going to have to dismantle this forest first. But okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing, because, well, it's not root bound, but it will be next summer, so I plan to reposition this all in the summer, so I think that then a repot will be a good idea. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.